Hey buddy, watch this.
Hello, hello, Regis Gilbin is the name, and Hearthstone is the game, and this is the Advice Arena, where I give you advice on playing Arena. Welcome back to my Prophet Paladin run. We're currently 3-2, and about to jump into some more games. Here is the deck list in case you missed the previous videos. Nothing too fancy or too strong, but we're making do, winning some games. Most of our wins have been from very early aggression, where we just steamroll our opponents. And as the game tends to run longer, this deck tends to peter out and can't really compete in the long game due to the lack of late game power cards and the lack of card draw. So we do have to play somewhat zoo-ish style, just get a lot of minions out and trade efficiently and power through and hope they don't have any big removal spells or swing cards that allow them to essentially re-enter the game from our strong start. So I'd like to win 1 or 2 more games with this deck. 3 wins is never really all that satisfying. It's okay because the card quality is pretty low, but definitely would prefer something a little better than just 3 wins. I'm going to send these back looking for 1s and 2s. We will keep 1 3-drop just to ensure that we have something to play. If we got all late game cards, I wouldn't want to be stuck with nothing. But we did get a nice 2-drop here, so happy to see that. 1-drop wouldn't hurt either, but this will be a fine start. 2, 3, 4. And some flexibility here with Seal of Champions as well. So let's hope he doesn't get off to like a really fast, great start. Maybe he has no 1-drop and has to hero power on 2. All that stuff would be great for us. Or he's just going to coin 2-drop into something awesome. So there's also that. That's a pretty good card to see. We'll play this because we have to. It's not the best trade in the world, but at least we can kill it. And he can clear our board with the hero power. But that would give us a good turn 3 too, so. That's pretty annoying, I'll be honest. We could Seal of Champions. Oh, we could also Divine Strength. That's pretty good with the hero power, honestly. So he's still got a good trade, but so do we. Like, we can trade back in. It's fine. I got a good 4-drop. Seal of Champions can do some work. This is getting better. We're not in the worst spot ever. Just have a bad turn. Just have a bad turn, man. That's all I ask. Hero power. Hero power. Trade hero power. Make a bad decision. He's going to trade probably just to draw cards. See if he gets a 3-drop. But Paladin doesn't really have great 3-drops to play. Aldor Peacekeeper, but that's not very good. They might have gotten it. Based on, he's like, should I play this? He's kind of thinking about it. We could do the Prophet, but the Heckler's just better right now. The Prophet will get cheaper later, and this has better stats. Helps us trade up. It denies his weapon from killing these guys. Just really good play, honestly. About the best thing we could hope for. So he's used his coin, so he's playing a 4-drop, so this will definitely trade well. We're in a decent spot, honestly. We can Spider Tank. We can maybe even heal our Heckler, hero power. We have options. Ooh, could make a pretty cool trade. Could use one of these to trade up. And just hero power. I'm a little scared to have a 4-1 out there, but he didn't use like Fan of Knives this turn, so I don't know. Even if the minion dies afterwards, it's like we spent 3 mana to remove a 4-drop, so you could just think of it as like a Shadow Bolt that has some potential upside, right? This could be good for another removal spell next turn, basically, and just kind of play with the board we've got. He has a lot of cards in hand. If there's some good tempo cards up there, a couple of backstabs, Preppy Eviscerate, that kind of stuff, we could be in a spot of trouble. Preppy Vis is very unlikely in Arena, but you never really know. You never quite know what you're going to see. This is going to be very good soon, maybe even next turn. Can play both of them, so you could actually play all 3 of these things at once. Might be worth it too. Could remove that with this, but it doesn't really feel that good, does it? can't heal this. It will die to the trade. I could use the 2 little guys, though. I guess that probably is better. So let's just go ahead and do that. Removes his weapons utility. Rusty Horn's not bad. Could just go ahead and play this and hit him for 11. Could also play all 3 of these guys. Perhaps that's just better. We got to think about betrayal when we play these. So we'll splice out the little minions in between the big minions here. Play around betrayal. So now if he betrays any of the big stuff, it just kills the little stuff. If he betrays any of the little stuff, it doesn't kill big stuff. So we pretty much deny betrayal here. Unless he has like 2 of them or something. 2 betrayals would be pretty sick, I'll be honest. He has 9 cards in hand. Oh, that's not going to be good enough, I don't think. That's not a very good turn. Faceless Manipulator on a 4-drop. That can't be your best turn. That seems crazy bad to me. So we have to see if we have lethal here. Let's see. We can trade, or we can just trade in here for even math. Leave us with 6, 11. I think we just have lethal. Yeah, we just have lethal. Cool. Well played. Okay, so that was pretty easy. We played it well. I think we played everything correctly. He didn't have the answers he needed. Leaving that 4-1 out there really must have hurt, but the taunt was nicely timed. So, alright, 4 wins. So I can actually live with 4 wins. I think we have some bad cards, so 4 wins is not bad, but that doesn't mean we'll give up. We'll keep trying, see if we can't somehow sneak out a 7-win run out of nowhere with a clearly subpar deck. That would be pretty fun, but in the scheme of things, 4 wins is not the worst result. I do need some gold. I spent all my gold on packs. Getting low on arena gold. Haven't had any big 7-8 win runs in a while, so I think I have a couple quests queued up though, so we should be fine. Okay, so this hand's pretty bad. We'll do the same thing we did last time. We'll keep the spider tank. It's even better when you have the coin to keep a 3, because you can always just coin it out on 2 if you have to. Divine Favor is probably bad. It's not maybe as bad against Warlock, because they're always drawing 2 cards per turn, but late in the game anyway. But it's just a dead card in your opening hand. I'm just going to play this, I think, and I'll coin out the 3 next turn. And I'll have a 3 into a 3. But this might deny him a 2-drop, or at least make him play one he doesn't want to play, which could be very powerful indeed. So yeah, we'll just stay on the plan here. The heal's going to be useless right now, but we'll still have to play it as a 3-drop. And, well, I don't know. We could actually almost Divine Favor if he doesn't do anything. We have a good board. It may never get better than it is right now. Oh, that's got to miss. That's got to miss. No, come on. It's totally ridiculous. I think I have to fight for the board instead of Divine Favoring right now. This is pretty good combo with Divine Favor later, so maybe we can have a turn where we Divine Favor and play a really cheap Nerubian Prophet. But right now, the chance to heal my guy is just too valuable. So this does not do enough damage. I'm going to have to lose a minion, unfortunately. It's just really sad. This is a really bad card as well. There's really no other play. Let's see what we get. We don't have any 0-mana cards, so nothing's going to help. That would have been a great draw. Such a good draw if I'd gotten that. I definitely have to kill it now that I've started, but I don't like this, because this gives him the chance to play a 5-drop ahead on the board. Oh, actually, that'll be just fine. Thank you for playing a card I can actually kill. Wow, that was a fortunate play. He played one of the few 5-drops in the game with only 4 health. Wow, that was so lucky. So lucky. This is still bad, but we've got a good board now. Zombie Chow is a surprisingly good card. Jeez. I can Reckless Rocketeer, but I just... Oh, this is better. This is just better. We can trade. Have a 6/2 on the board. And an Erubian. Oh, we could even maybe Divine Favor, but no, we have too many cards for that. Yeah, so I guess we'll just seal here. Seal of Champions, by the way, is not best on cards that have low health totals, but it's fine. I kept the 2 health guy alive instead of the 4 health guy specifically for Mortal Coil, because I could have had a 7/1 instead of a 6/2. But this is better against Mortal Coil. My high target minion's harder to kill, in other words. My high value attack minion is harder to kill. So this is 6 damage, 12 damage, 16 set. We have 17 damage right now. Crazed Alchemist, I don't even mind. Give me the bigger dude. Cool. That's awesome. Okay, I gotta figure out how to navigate this turn. It's probably gonna involve Elder Peacekeeper and Divine Strength for sure. Yeah, so we can trade here, and we can trade here, and we can trade here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and Divine Favor for 1 card again. Playing the minion doesn't really help me a hero power, and it may never be better. If he unloads his hand, I may never get anything else. And since I had the spare mana, 1 card is worth it for that. I really wish I had the Eldar Peacekeeper back now. Jeez Louise. But this is still fine. This is a pretty high value trade, honestly. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to lose my Aldor, I think. I'd rather have 2 minions than the 3 health on the Aldor, because Hellfire is really the big concern, I think. We'll just go ahead and play this one. It's a little more resilient, so he's getting really low. But the 3 health dude and the 1 health dude I like a little better than the... Oh my gosh, another one, dude? Really? I can kill it all, but it's just very annoying. A charging Murloc here could be really helpful. Help me preserve a good minion. It's not a charging Murloc. So this does 8, but I just really hate to send all my dudes in like that. I can't even kill that dude. But he can't possibly have another giant taunt, right? He's at 10 health. He's scared to life tap. Like, we're in a pretty decent spot. He may be able to kill this, but it could be challenging, honestly. He can't target this for buffs. He's used 2 Battlecry buffs already, so I don't know that he'll have a way to kill this effectively. Shadow Bolt or something. Taunt's not going to help much, because I'll get to spawn another Murloc here. If he does that, that's probably the best route. Void Terror, I like it. Respectable. Cool. It's pretty cool. Stand Against Darkness. Let's, I don't know that we need that yet, but let's hero power and see what Murloc we get. It's another bad one, man. I may have to run my Murloc Knight into that just to kill it effectively. Go boom. I actually don't have to, but this will kill it anyway, so I think I'm going to. Just to set up the better trades and do more face damage. I'm going to play this, because clearly the Stand Against Darkness will get very little value with all these minions out. So you'll note that I took this to 1 health, but this could have killed it even if it was at 4 health, so there's really no advantage to wasting another 2 health minion's attack on it. Oh, does he actually have Hellfire right now? He has Hellfire. He takes 3 from that, though. I mean, it's good, but it's really good, but I do have the board fill, too, so... I'm actually... Oh, that's not going to be good at killing these either, so I'm actually not that unhappy right now that he used Hellfire. If he does it again, he's dead, so... He can also life tap, but, I don't know. 6 dudes out's pretty good. Pretty good. That's a good sign. Yeah, that's a good sign. So we definitely didn't play around Hellfire with our Murloc Knight trade, but I still think we made the right decision. Alright, so we're up to 5 wins. Honestly, pretty respectable for what I think is, again, a pretty subpar deck. So let's keep trying. Let's try again. That one I think we just barely scraped by. We were able to chip him down enough, thankfully, over the course of the early game that a lot of his actions with the life tapping and the AoEs really hurt him more than they helped, I think. So worked out pretty favorably for us. Rogue is always scary. Always scary. Probably keep the 1 and the 3 here and send back the other guys. I don't love playing the 1 against Rogue on turn 2, or excuse me, on turn 1, because they may want to use their hero power to kill it, and they'd still have their hero power ping up. It's not like Mage where you kind of make their whole turn commit. But since I can coin out a 3-drop, I'm going to try it. Because if this lives, I can make it a 3-2 with my Shattered Sun Cleric and then follow up with the Earthen Ring. So he may not, but he does. So here I could coin out the Earthen Ring. I could also coin out Divine Favor. Coin Divine Favor would leave me with 4 cards and only draw 1. So I think I'll coin out the Earthen Ring. Just as a 3-3 on 2. He probably can't kill it, and I can hopefully buff it with a Shattered Sun and make a very efficient trade. Follow up with a Hammer of Wrath for another good trade. If he has, like, Backstab, yeah, so this is exactly what I described. So we have a sick trade here. Can't Backstab this, so it's going to be hard for him to kill this one. He can maybe Backstab that. He probably would have Backstabbed already if he had it, so unless that's Backstab, I think we're fine. This may actually make him Rage Quit. Such a good minion to kill on turn 4. That doesn't usually happen with Hammer. So Divine Strength also was a halfway decent play if I'd had another card to play with it, but I didn't. This is a good drop. That could hit pretty big. Oh, it misses though. Wow. He's getting frustrated, rightfully so, I think. This stuff's actually hard for me to deal with though, honestly. I can Divine Strength, Amani, Hero Power. Question is, do I trade anywhere or do I just go face? I don't think I make any trades. Everything's at I can make this a 4-4, make this a 5-4, but 4 is not that good. So if I make it a 4-4, I'll probably trade this way and go face. Force these 2 in. This might live. The Berserker might live. The Hero Power might live. I don't need to heal my face yet, so I think this is probably best. I could also just go 8 to face. Take him to 13. But I don't have any of my big burst damage cards yet. I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to do it though. Just in case we play around Betrayal a little bit this way. I'm just going to go 8 to face. I don't think it changes the trades much. Betrayal could punish a little. But I think he makes the same trades as before. Sunwalker's pretty annoying. Yeah, so he made the same trades that we would have made, but we got 8 damage to the face for free, so I feel pretty good about that route. I think we did that correctly. Here I think we'll just Nerubian Prophet Hero Power. Probably not going to attack. He'll want to kill the Nerubian Prophet. I guess I will. This probably commits him to a hero power. He retrades here, he doesn't want the 1-1 killing it, so he probably has to hero power, which means he can't play a big minion. He can probably play this in hero power next turn. We're not the best spot, but if he runs out of taunts, we're actually pretty okay. Just because eventually he's going to have to weapon stuff and take damage, and we'll eventually push through. This is... neither of these are that good. But we gotta do it. Ugh, I hope he doesn't get that. That's scary. He can trade. If this misses, that could be very helpful. Because otherwise we may never stick a minion to get through this guy. We'll play this next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have the Assassinate or anything. If he uses it there, that'd be fine. Ugh, I need a ping. Like, you see how disastrous it is not having pings? I could play 3 little guys, but he has so much to trade now that I don't actually think it helps. I just have to hope he doesn't have the assassinate and just forced to make a trade here. Oh, that's actually worse than assassinate. This is what I described to the Eldritch Horde. This is the card's problem. It can't... Oh, that could have been a huge miss. Wow. That could have been a huge miss. I think I'm probably just dead now. I don't have ways to get through that. I just have nothing in the deck. Nothing in the deck's good enough. We're alive if stuff misses correctly. We're not actually out of the water just yet. I mean, we're not dead in the water just yet. Because this could miss. If it misses the right way, if it misses into this, that's pretty good. He's not thinking face. He had 7 guaranteed. He should have probably tested this first. If it hits this, it's bad. Oh, that's the right one. Cool. Okay. Okay. He should be really worried about something like Consecration. I gotta kill that. Probably still dying. Jeez. I need a good taunt, I think. This is good, but... Oh, a taunt! Well, hello, sir. I gotta kill that one, even though it's a bad trade, just because it has the highest attack. I don't think I have the Nerubian Prophet yet, right? This stuff does 4, you could hit for 3. Gonna play the slightly bigger minion now, while I have the mana. I wish this was 1 mana, but it's not yet, so hopefully I can do this next turn. May even have to Divine Favor for the win. Looks like he has something to get through this, though, and win. Oh, he drew the North Sea, yep. That'll do it. 5, 6, 7, yep. Not bad. The Sunwalker actually is what won him the game. We just didn't have an answer for that. No ping for the shield, no ping for the 1 health. It's just really tough to get through. We eventually ended up killing it with a 6-10 with 1 health. And that's a weakness of Paladin. That's why Mage and Rogue, I think, are the best arena classes. But that's alright. We still got the 5 wins. It's a pretty bad deck. I mean, for heaven's sake, we have Eater of Secrets. We played 1 Mage, I think, so that's the role. And Voodoo Doctor. We have Voodoo Doctor. Some bad cards, so I'm actually quite happy. Let's go ahead and see what we get here for rewards. Boom, it's a pack. Boom, it's dust. Boom, it's gold. Not too bad. 60 gold's not that exciting, but it's something to work with. But hopefully the pack gives us a nice shiny orange. Start with the blue. Blues? Just 1 blue. Nothing fancy. So I guess total we got about 80 dust or so, it looks like, out of this. Go ahead and just enchant those bad boys. Complete the run. Yep, 40 more dust. Alright, so not too shabby. Not too bad, Prophet Paladin. Thanks for the run. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time with a brand new Advice Arena run. Game on.